Yo, what up? I need to cut that right off. It's Sam Moses, and this is Simp Stories episode 3, man. And again, I am not trying to make this in light of what happened with Lil Loaded again. I don't know if he actually committed suicide over his girlfriend or not, but that is what is going around. So I want to take it upon myself to give you the F's on my report card so you can understand that we all do it, man. And I know, like I said, I know I put myself out there as this ladies' man and like women just like me. Number one, that's not true. I only do that because it helps my image a little bit and it hurts the fact that I'm so unattractive to most women out there, man. I don't make that much money. I'm not that tall, and I have horrible habits, man. And I'm pretty stupid. My conversations are horrible. Communication, just a laundry list of what makes me unattractive to women, man. I don't like myself, low self esteem. It's just I just don't want to be me. Simple, right? So, Sim Stories episode 1. I'm a virgin. So I met this girl when I was walking down the street in Park Forest at my cousin's house. And this is the time when I was doing certain things for money that are not necessarily legal, right? So I was dressed exceptionally well to be that young, man. I had on a throwback, what's it called, Walter Payton jersey. I had on some big pants. I had on some Air Forces, and I had on a new era hat, man. I was just looking like $50, bro. It was just nice. Everything was just. I was shining, baby. I was shining. Facts. So, anyways, I met this girl who was sitting on her porch. Red flag number one. Red flag number two, she was overweight. She lived at her mom's house and she was shaped like a house. Okay, red flag number two. Red flag number three, I think she yelled out something. One of the songs that were hot at the time. I think she said, "Shake that laffy taffy." Red flag number four. So all of this in my 17-year-old mind, I'm not putting these things together. I think I was like 16 and a half. It was summertime. So we started talking. My cousin was there. We exchanged numbers. We hit it off, man. And we were talking on the phone back and forth for a good year and a half. Now, of course, I wasn't doing the long-term relationship thing because that just wasn't for me at the time. I was just smarter than that, and that was not so common in those days. This is when social media just came out, so it was about 2008, not 2009 yet, right? So I get back to Atlanta, man. I'm really digging this chick. I'm on the phone with her, at fucking 2 o'clock in the morning. During the school days, and just on and off talking to her, man. We would go here and there without talking, but it was pretty consistent. So I got into some trouble, around that time, probably exactly that year. Then I turned, about to turn 18. This is when about to turn 19, actually. So I'm going back and forth to Illinois because my family lives up here when I lived in Atlanta. And we were talking, like, kissing and stuff like that, touching on each other or whatever. And I was like, you know what, man? I don't want to be in Atlanta. My mom is kicking me out all the time. I don't want to live with my dad. My grandma just gave me a car, and I just feel my man. I need to just grow up and move. So I moved in with my grandma, and I think I told her about a week later that I moved, right? So we make it official, man. I'm on the north suburbs. Like I said, she's in Park Forest, which is the south suburbs. And we were dating, man. Got my license, and I was still doing my thing because I just set up shop up there and everything was kosher. So I'm driving back and forth from the north suburbs to the south suburbs, the way north suburbs, not like Des Plaines, like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes north of Des Plaines, right? And to Park Forest, that's took sometimes it would take me like 2 hours because one time I accidentally drove during the Taste of Chicago. And if you're in Illinois, you know how retarded that is, right? So I'm doing this for a good 4 or 5 months. And what I did notice, I noticed two things, three things, right? Number one, She wanted me to meet her mom really bad, right? At this time, I didn't understand why. Now, I was telling her, like, yo, we've been doing this, we've been talking for a long time. You're my first love ever. I wanna fuck you. I wanna have sex with you, and I wanna put my dick inside your vagina. That's all it is. And I didn't really put two and two together that she didn't want to have sex with me until I met her mom. And I was thinking, like, bro, you want me to meet your mom, but we never had. So we were both on we were on the opposing pages. And it would have been so easy to do this, right? And she would keep telling me, you know what? No, you keep on making it sound that simple. And I was like, yeah, it is that simple. I want to fuck you. And I have a car. And she was like, I want it to be romantic. I was like, all right. So let's get a hotel since I can't. I don't want to get a hotel. That's not romantic. And I was like, what do people do in your area when they want to lose their virginity? And she was like, they either go to the man's house or they go to the girl's house. We can't go to my house. We can't go to your house. All right then, boom. And I was like, all right, no sex. You want me to meet your mom? I don't want to do that, you know. And when I visit you, bro, see, this is the simpiest part of it. I was spending money on her, yeah, but she also spent money on me too. I would buy her gifts. She would ask me how much it was and just give me the cash. I'm like, bro, that's not romantic. I already got money. I want you to take time out your day to shop for me. You can't put it in a card, nothing. You just want to give me the bread, like plus $1 more. Like, dude, what's that? So I'm driving an hour. Let's just say a good hour and a half to get down there, and she wouldn't come outside, bro. She would only talk to me through the screen door or the window, right? At the time, like that didn't start happening until a little bit later, right? And I was thinking she did it like 3 times, and I'm thinking like, bro, I just drove down here, my car, spent money, hours to be at my cousin's house, and we're not having the best time, right? Because this cousin I'm used to only seeing like during the summertime and on vacations, not every weekend, not every other weekend when I'm coming down here, bro. So the one time, this is before I even got my license, bro. One time, what happened? She told me she was on a college tour. I drove down there to go see her. She said she wasn't at home. She was in Florida somewhere on a college tour, and it was boys and girls there. And I heard her, it sounded like she was having sex. Now, in my mind, I snapped, bro. I snapped. Because at first I believed it, which I should have. First, I believed it. I did some crazy stuff. I took my grandma's car and I drove like 70 miles around the neighborhood just to get it out. Residential neighborhood at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Not good. I could have went to jail. I didn't, thankfully. Right? And I got back and I was like, okay, what is this? She didn't, you know what? She was only doing that because she just didn't want me to keep calling her, and she was just trying to make me mad. She didn't really have sex. She's a virgin. She's my girlfriend. We're in love. She wants to lose her virginity with me, and we're getting married, bro. Like all of this crazy, stupid, simpy stuff I'm telling myself, right? So she gets back to Illinois. Everything's cool. We're not even really talking about that. Of course, we broke. I just want to go on a break, and I was like, okay, a break. She wants to go on a break because I quit my job, and she asked me not to. She doesn't like that I'm doing what I'm doing, and just all of this stuff I'm telling myself. Then eventually we got back together, and then what happens? Boom, all the meditation, all the psionic work that I'm doing, that I'm training myself to do, come in handy. Why? Because my cousin that lives down the street from her, his parents are going out of town, both of them, and his sister's not gonna be there. So I was thinking, okay, we just got back together. She probably wants to have sex with me because she's my girlfriend. That's what she's telling me. And that's what's gonna happen. That's what's going to happen. So what I did was I went down there to surprise her, bro. And I walked to her house. She is outside, like as usual, with a whole bunch of dudes. Because she doesn't like females, because she didn't like that many females in her area. Because, that's normal. So I was just sitting around, smoking my black and milds, drinking my probably some kind of alcohol, waiting for these dudes to leave. I come back, went back to my cousin's house, came back, and there's still one dude, a nice looking gentleman, white tee, basketball shorts, earring in, and they were just looking all funny. And I called her, and I went back to my cousin's house again. I called her, and I was like, "Yo, so when is that last dude leaving?" "Oh, that's my cousin. We're just waiting on my mom to come back, so she could drive him home." And told my cousin, I was like, "Hey, bro, can you drive this dude home? He probably lives in the area. Like, can you do this?" And he was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "No, we're just gonna wait for my mom to come pick him and drop him off. We decent." And I was like, "All right, that's lame, but whatever." 30 minutes go by. She calls me back. I was like, "All right, I'm gonna come. I'm gonna come over your house, and I'm gonna bring you to Travis's house." And she was like, "Okay." And we were sitting outside talking, doing the kissing, touching thing. And I was like, "Why don't you come in the house?" And she was like, "I don't want to be around his parents." And I was like, "You know what, Renisha, we've been doing this for a long time, and you know I want to fuck you. You know I want to have sex with you, and you know I want to put my penis inside your vagina hole. So his parents aren't home. I set up the room real nice, real romantic. I got your chocolate, flowers, candles. I didn't want to tell you, but I didn't think you would treat me like I was a weirdo, like I'm a creepy, and you didn't want to come in the house and sit down." And she was just like looking at me all scared, pulling away. And this was not a small person at all. She wasn't small. She was like 199 pounds, bro, for real. So I was like, "Bro, you made me do all of this, and this. I moved all the way up here, not just for her. I just didn't want to be in Atlanta." And she told me, "Look, you surprised me. I didn't think this was gonna happen. So I'll be back in like 15 minutes." 15 minutes go by, 20 minutes go by, 30 minutes go by. I got drunk and went to sleep. I was sad. I was embarrassed. My cousin was there, and my cousin's friend was there, right? Just embarrassed, bro. So he was like, "You want me to call some girls over, cuz?" I was like, "No, she'll be back. She's coming. She said 15 minutes. This is my girlfriend. We're gonna get married." Bro, just stupid, bro. Just simpy, bro. So the next day, oh, this is the worst part of the story. The second worst. The next day I called her. I was like, "Yo, so what happened?" You know? Like, I drove all the way down here, spent money to see you. "Well, I'm just not ready to lose my virginity." I was like, "What? What the fuck? What do you mean you're not ready to lose your virginity?" She was like, "I don't want your dick inside my pussy, nigga. What the fuck you think I mean?" And I was like, "All right, you don't want my dick inside you." And then this is like, I'm cold, frustrated, hurt, all these combinations of things. And I was like, "You don't want my dick inside you, so I can't see how loose you are, because all the times you fucking cheated on me, you fucking slut." And I was just boom, boom. She was like, "Ah, oh my God, Aaron, we're so broken up." And I was like, "Yeah, no shit, bitch." And then I was like, "You know what? It's up. It's up." So I got all these pills, all this alcohol, and I called my homeboy Dreamer, and I was like, "Yo, Dreamer, call Mandy. I need some pussy tonight. Black, white, red all over. I don't care. Pussy, man." And he was like, "I don't know, dog. What just come through, dog? What's wrong?" I was like, "I don't want to tell you what's wrong, bro." And I called my auntie, asked her for some gas money. She sent it. And I went back up there, and I was just drunk. I was drunk, and I took some pills, and I made a video about this, but it was bad, bro. I was throwing up straight stomach acid, bro, because I took like 3 pills, and I only drank like 8 beers, bro. And this is when I was 19, bro. So I wasn't like super like experienced my body was not meant to do this, bro. I didn't know what, cause I was just so I was just in pain, bro. I wasn't trying to harm myself, but I almost lost my life that day, bro. That's the closest I've ever been to death, bro. Ever in my life, ever. Right? You know those little popcorn buckets, the little tin popcorn buckets. I filled one of those halfway. I asked my homeboy, "Hey, bro, I need to go to the hospital, bro. I need to go to the hospital. I don't want to call 911 because I don't, because you see how I'm thinking like a child, bro. I don't want to call 911 because I don't want to pay $500 for an ambulance because I don't know when the next time I'm going to get a whole $500. I'm not even thinking about the fact that, hey, you don't have to pay it right now or tomorrow or the next day. And $500 is a very small price to save your life. I'm not even thinking about that the whole time, bro. So this nigga, nah, bro, because I'm drunk and I don't have a license, and if they pull me over, then I'm gonna go to jail, dog. And I was like, bro, I got enough money to bail you out. I just don't have enough money for an ambulance. And I was like, hey, you drunk? Nah, I'm on probation, bro. And I was like, bro, I need to. I told him the whole story about Jimi Hendrix. Have you ever heard of Jimi Hendrix? Who's that, eh? And I was like, bro, it's this rock star. He died. Just look at my vomit, bro. It's green. It's neon green, bro. He was like, look, dog, you'll be all right. Just smoke a little bit of weed and go to sleep. You'll wake up in like 30 minutes. You'll be fine. And I was like crying, bro. Crying. Not even hydrated enough to cry, bro. And I just like accepted. I was like, I'm gonna die, man. I'm gonna die in a parking lot in the back seat of a car because these two people don't want to take me to the hospital, bro. And I don't want to dial 911. I'm gonna die. I'm overdosing on drugs right now. Throwing them up, throwing them up, filling buckets of popcorn with vomit because this girl, bro. Because I'm reacting and responding to this girl, to somebody's overweight, grossly overweight daughter playing games, sucking niggas' dicks, playing games with me, and just using me to get this attention. That's how I'm gonna die, bro. The people who really know what's going on inside my body are gonna know that that's why I die. I lost control. I wasn't thinking about how many pills I'm fucking taking, and I'm drinking beer, just covering it all up, not talking about my real feelings. I cried the whole way up here, angry, listening to 3 6 Mafia, and I'm gonna lose my fucking life over a thotty, bro. Over a overweight thotty. Now, anyways, I didn't. Obviously, I'm still here. What happened to her? She continued her career in thotty. She graduated with her master's in thought. So what happened was we chopped it up like 2 years later. You know, when I was like 21 or 22. She told me that she had a baby, and when she found out she was pregnant, she told her boyfriend in the morning. She went to work, she came home, and all his stuff was gone. He's never met his child before, and they never talked after that ever again. Why did he do this? Because he knew that she was a fucking thought. That's why he did it. And I don't blame him. But at the end of the day, the next the next relationship I had was Madison. Then the next relationship after that I had, you know the rest. Okay? So it, it really it really only took me 2 times to realize what not to do. But at the end of the day, man, well really 3 times. Those 3 relationships, this dot Madison and the other chick, if it wasn't for those 3 people, bro, and I can't even lie, bro. I'm just so used to it. I'm so used to simping. I'm so used to not being healed from my mommy issues. I'm so used to just having certain ideas, just this Disney world, this Disney movie in my body that just has to manifest outside in my external. I just, I don't, it's just so ingrained in me. I'm just so programmed. I just, it just still continues on. Like, yeah, I have a girlfriend, but I simp for her like a motherfucker, bro. Like, it's so, like, cause you could say that I haven't learned my lesson. You could say that I'm just comfortable in certain energies. I just like being soft with a woman. I just like treating women in specific ways. I don't know. I know what not to do, and I continue to do it anyway. I know what not to do. I know absolutely what not to do. I also make my own rules, and I find people that allow me to break those rules and allow me to be in specific energies and conversations and partake in certain episodes and behaviors with them, which is not good. They're simp enablers. They get they get certain things from it, but it doesn't make them aroused. It doesn't do that. I don't get my girlfriend's pussy wet. That doesn't happen, bro. That doesn't not with those activities. I'm not a I'm not an asshole or anything like that. I wouldn't describe my I lose my cool sometimes. I say things I shouldn't be saying. But that is just the residual effects of just not being able to ingest the fruits of simping, bro. Like there is no fruit. There's no fruit. Like you can get women with simping, but ultimately that's not fruit, bro. That's not what that is, bro. That's McDonald's. McDonald's is not good for you, bro. Simping breeds McDonald's, not fruit. You being used, you stand on your purpose, and you leading with your masculinity. That's what makes the fruit, bro. That's what makes the fruit. You can't get fruit from simping. Now, if you do, it's rare, bro. It's rare, and you gotta know some. You gotta know some. You have to know and experience certain things that I haven't experienced. Cause I just don't. I care, but I don't care. I'm just like the average American, man. I want that instant gratification. I don't want to have to work. I don't want to have to go through that pain and all of that. But they keep saying it inside me, bro, and that's their ultimate program is to destroy the simp, bro. They're simp eaters, bro. So if you continue to simp, you're gonna lose every time. You're gonna lose. You're gonna be suicidal. You're gonna want to harm yourself. You're going to want to harm other people. You're going to become dangerous in a bad way. There's good dangerous, knowledge is dangerous, money is dangerous, power is dangerous, and there's bad dangerous. Okay? Columbine. All right? That's it, man. It's Amos on the bang. You the bang. We the bang together, man. Life is in the breath, breathing in. Peace.